Chapter 4. Animating with Animate CC. Adobe Animate CC is the most popular software for animation developed by Adobe Systems. It is widely used to design vector graphics and animations. Adobe Animate window. Title bar. The title bar displays the name of the opened file and allows us to open, close and minimize Animate window. Menu bar. Menu bar is a toolbar that displays the Animate menu options. File name tab. This tab shows the name of the current file. If two or more files are opened, we can switch from one file to the other by clicking its tab. Tools panel. It has basic tools for creating and working with vector graphics. Current scene. It shows the name of the scene on which we are currently working. Stage. The big white rectangle in the middle of the screen is called the stage. It contains the text, images and videos while creating an animate document. Work area. The area surrounding the stage is called the work area. Properties tab. It is used to view and edit properties of the current object. Library tab. It is used to organize and select symbols to add to the movie. Workspace menu. It allows us to switch between workspaces and to create new ones. Timeline. It is used to design the timing for the sequence of the movies. In this part, frames are highlighted that can be chosen to play the movie. Layers. Layers are used to organize the pieces of artwork separate and combine them to form a merged image, such as a company logo that includes a layer of text and another layer with a graphic shape. Layers buttons. Above the layers, there are buttons for adding and deleting layers. Timeline buttons. These buttons are scattered around the timeline for controlling frames, layers, and movies. These buttons contain play stop, start and end, loop on off and onion skin, which are used for controlling frames, layers and movies. Frame. The length of time in an animate movie are divided into frames. They enable to control what appears in the animation sequence, much like interactive slides in a slideshow. Frame numbers. Frames appear in a chronological order in the timeline and each frame has a number. Frame indicator. Animate indicates the selected frame number, the current frame rate, how many frames play per second, and the time that has elapsed so far in the movie. Playhead. The playhead, also called the current frame indicator, marks the current frame displayed on stage. FactGPT. By integrating artificial intelligence with Animate CC, creators can automate complex animations and generate realistic movement, reducing production time and enhancing visual storytelling. AI-powered tools in Animate CC enable animators to achieve high-quality results with greater efficiency and precision. Importing graphics in Animate. We do not need to create all our graphics in Animate CC. We can import bitmaps and vector graphics from many other applications. When we import a bitmap graphic, it is immediately added to the Animate library for use. We can add it in other frames in our movie. The vector graphics and animations created in Animate can be used in websites, videos, interactive applications, video games, television programs, and web-based applications. Bitmap graphic. A bitmap, also called raster graphic, is composed of many tiny parts called pixels, which are of many different colors. When we enlarge, rotate or stretch, these graphics become ragged and suffer loss in their resolution. Graphic Interchange Format (GIF) and Joint Photographic Experts Group (JPEG) are examples of graphic image file types that contain bitmaps. Vector graphic. A vector graphic is not made up of pixels. Instead, vector graphic comprises paths, which are defined by a start and end point as well as with other points, curves and angles along the way. We can enlarge, rotate or stretch this graphic without any loss in its resolution. These graphics are very small in size as compared to the bitmap graphics. Fact GPT: the number of layers we can create is limited only by our computer's memory. Layers do not increase the file size of the published SWF file. Only the objects we place into layers add to the file size. Understanding timeline. Timeline in Adobe Animate organizes and controls a document's content over time in layers and frames. Like a movie film, animated documents divide lengths of time into frames. Layers are like multiple film strips stacked on top of one another, each containing a different image that appears on the stage. By default, the playhead loops when it reaches the end. Timeline status, displayed at the bottom of the timeline, indicates the selected frame number, the current frame rate, and the elapsed time to the current frame. Timeline shows where animation occurs in a document, including frame-by-frame animation, tweened animation, and motion paths. Controls in the Layer section of the timeline let us hide, show, lock or unlock layers and display layer content as outlines. Timeline frames can be dragged to a new location on the same layer or to a different layer. Importing a graphic. After we open Adobe Animate software, it's time to import graphics. Let's learn to import a graphic. Step 1. Click on File Import, Import to Stage, or press Ctrl+R. Not shown. The Import dialog box appears. Step 2. Click on these areas to navigate to the folder or drive where the file have been stored. Step 3. Click on the file to import. Step 4. Click on Open. The graphic appears on stage as a grouped object. The graphic also appears in the Library panel. Layers. Layers are the key components to work with graphic objects and animation. They are effective in adding depth to our graphic objects. Layers enable to organize the artwork in the document. Objects can be drawn and edited on one layer without affecting objects on another layer. They are useful for more complex movies or working with multiple animations. Delete Layer button. Lock/unlock all layers. Lock/unlock all layers. Insert Layer button. Layer's name. To draw, paint or otherwise modify a layer or folder, select the layer in the timeline to make it active. A pencil icon next to a layer or folder name in the timeline indicates that the layer or folder is active. Only one layer can be active at a time. Types of layers. There are several types of layers used in Animate CC. Normal layers. Normal layers contain most of the artwork in a .fla file. Guide layers. Guide layers contain strokes that can be used to guide the arrangement of objects on other layers. These layers are also used to guide the motion of classic tween animations on other layers. Motion tween layers. Motion tween layers contain objects animated with motion tweens. Mask layers. Mask layers contain objects used as masks to hide selected portions of layers below them. Masked layers. Masked layers are layers beneath a mask layer that is associated with the mask layer. Only the portion of the masked layer revealed by the mask is visible. Benefits of using layers. Working with layers in animation lets composite animation scenes in a way that doesn't require fitting everything together perfectly in each frame. Layers give more freedom in editing and give a way to keep objects from merging on one layer when needed them to be separate in others. Layers can be rearranged, allowing to change the order in which objects are displayed, thus changing the composition of the scene. Individual layers can be turned on or off temporarily, which allows operators to focus on one particular part of a project at a time without the distraction of the other layers. Apply transparency to an individual element of a file by placing it on a layer and applying the effect to only that one layer. Creating a layer. When a layer is created, it appears above the selected layer. The newly added layer becomes the active layer. Let's learn to create a layer. Step 1. Click on the New Layer button at the bottom of the timeline. Not shown. Step 2. Select Insert Timeline Layer. Or right-click a layer name in the timeline and select Insert Layer from the context menu. Creating a layer folder. Let's learn to create a layer folder. Step 1. Select a layer or folder in the timeline. Not shown. Step 2. Select Insert Timeline Layer folder. Click the new folder icon at the bottom of the timeline. The new folder appears above the layer or folder you have selected. Organizing layers and layer folders. To organize the document, rearrange layers and layer folders in the timeline. Layer folders organize the workflow by letting us place layers in a tree structure. To see the layers a folder contains without affecting which layers are visible on the stage, expand or collapse the folder. Folders can contain both layers and other folders, allowing to organize layers in the same way we organize files on the computer. The layer controls in the timeline affects all layers within a folder. For example, locking a layer folder locks all layers within that folder. To move a layer or layer folder into a layer folder, drag the layer or layer folder name to the destination layer folder name. To change the order of layers or folders, drag one or more layers or folders in the timeline to the desired position. To expand or collapse a folder, click the triangle to the left of the folder name. To expand or collapse all folders, right-click and select Expand all folders or Collapse all folders. FactGPT. Krita is an open-source digital painting and animation tool designed for illustrators, concept artists and animators. Working with layers in timeline. We can select, rename, delete, lock or hide a layer quickly from the timeline. Selecting a layer. To make a layer active, either select the layer in the timeline or select a stage object in the layer. The active layer is highlighted in the timeline and is indicated with a pencil icon.
Renaming a layer. By default, Animate CC assigns names to new layers by the order in which they are created, Layer 1, Layer 2 and so on. Double-click the name of the layer or folder in the timeline and enter new name. Or select the layer or folder in the timeline and select Modify, Timeline, Layer Properties. Enter the new name in the name box and click OK. Deleting a layer. To select the layer or folder, click its name in the timeline or any frame in the layer. Let's learn to delete a layer. Step 1. Select the layer in the timeline. Step 2. Click on Delete button. When we delete a layer folder, all the enclosed layers and their contents are also deleted. Locking and unlocking layer. A layer can be locked to avoid moving or deleting elements by mistake. Let's learn to lock a layer. Step 1. Click on the layer to make it active. Step 2. In the timeline, click on the padlock under the lock column. A padlock icon appears, indicating the layer is now locked, and we cannot edit the content. Step 3. To unlock the layer, click on the padlock icon next to the layer name in the timeline, showing and hiding a layer or folder. If we have many layers in the project, we can see the layers we are working on while hiding others. To hide a layer or folder, click in the eye icon column to the right of the layer or folder name in the timeline. To show the layer or folder, click it again. To hide all the layers and folders in the timeline, click the eye icon. To show all layers and folders, click it again. A cross-eyed appears on the layer bullet, and all the objects or shapes we have made in that layer will hide. To make it visible again, we can click on cross-eyed in the eye icon column. To show or hide multiple layers or folders, drag through the eye icon column. To hide all layers and folders other than the current layer or folder, Alt plus click in the eye icon column. To show all layers and folders, Alt plus click it again. Fact GPT. By default, all layers we add to the timeline are normal, which means all the objects on the layer appear in the movie. Objects that we place on guide layers do not appear in the movie. A mask layer hides layers nested underneath it, which are masked. We can also place layers into folders to keep our movie organized. Tween layers are the layers that are automatically created when we create a motion tween. Masking. For spotlight effects and transitions, use a mask layer to create a hole through which underlying layers are visible. A mask item can be a filled shape, a typed object, an instance of a graphic symbol, or a movie clip. Group multiple layers under a single mask layer to create sophisticated effects. Creating a mask layer. Let's learn to create a mask layer. Step 1. Click a layer to insert a mask. Step 2. Click on New Layer icon. The new layer appears above the selected layer. Animate adds a new layer to the timeline. Step 3. Right-click on the new layer name. Step 4. Click on Mask. Animate marks the layers as a mask layer, locks it against any changes, and links it to the layer below. Draw a mask. Let's learn to draw a mask. Step 1. Click on the lock icon on mask layer to unlock. The mask layer is denoted by the mask layer icon. Step 2. Place some text on the mask layer. Step 3. Lock the mask layer by clicking on Padlock in the lock column. It will become lock icon. We can see the masking effect on the stage. Symbols and instances.
A symbol is an object in Animate.
This object is stored in the library which can be used repeatedly throughout a movie. Symbol can be a graphic object, a movie clip, a graphic created in another program, or a button. Sound clips may also be symbols. When we drag a symbol from the library to the stage, we create an instance. Using instance does not affect the file, no matter how many times we reuse a symbol. We can create many instances of the same symbol, each with its own set of properties like different colors, different sizes, etc., to use in our Animate movie as instances. Creating a symbol. We can create symbols directly on the stage. First, create any object or drawing, then convert it into a symbol to use it throughout the project. Let's learn to create a symbol. Step 1. Select the object to convert into a symbol. Step 2. Right-click on the selected object. A menu appears. Step 3. Click on Convert to Symbol from the menu, or press F8. The Convert to Symbol dialog box appears. Step 4. Type a name for the symbol. Step 5. Click on Movie Clip from the Type drop-down list. By clicking on the icon next to registration, we can select our symbol registration point. Each of the little squares is clickable. By clicking the text next to folder, we can place a symbol in a subfolder of our library. By clicking the Advanced option, we can see the advanced symbol creation options. Step 6. Click on OK. The symbol appears in the library and is ready to be used in our project. We can preview the symbol if we have more than one symbol by clicking on the symbol name. The preview of symbol appears in the top section of library window. Fact GPT. The registration grid uses a small black square to indicate where within the symbol bounding box the registration point is located. A registration point is the axis around which the symbol rotates and the point along which the symbol aligns. Inserting an instance. After creating the symbol in our library, we can add as many instances of that symbol to the stage as we like. Instance refers to the copy of the original symbol. This will not put much impact on the file size of our exported movie. Let's learn to create an instance. Step 1. Open the layer to insert an instance. Step 2. Click on Library tab. Step 3. Click on the symbol name. Step 4. Click and drag the symbol from the library over the stage. Step 5. Release the mouse button at the position where we need the instance to appear on the stage. The instance of the symbol appears on the stage. Animate does not let us place an instance on the stage on a locked layer. We need to make sure that there is no unlocked layer on the stage. Organizing symbols with folders. After creating the symbol, we can organize the symbols in the folders. We can also add and delete folders and move symbols from one folder to another. Let's learn to organize symbols with folders. Step 1. To create a new folder, click on New Folder icon from the bottom of Library window. A folder appears with a temporary name. Step 2. Type a new name for the folder and press the Enter key. To view folder contents, double-click on the folder. To move a symbol into the folder, simply drag the symbol over the folder icon. When we release the mouse button, the symbol moves into the folder. To delete the folder, click on it, and then click on Delete icon from the bottom of Library window. Animation in Animate. Animation feature is the most exciting aspect of Adobe Animate. We can place our Animate project on a web page for others to view. Animations make a website come to life. In animation effects, the scene or object changes smoothly from one frame to the next, creating an illusion of movement. Setting movie dimensions and speed for animation. We need to set up the movie size and speed at which we want to play the movie. A movie dimension refers to its horizontal and vertical size on stage. The play speed of the movie determines the number of frames per second, FPS, in which the animation occurs. The frame rate is measured by the FPS. A frame rate that is too slow makes the animation appear to stutter, stop and start, while a frame rate that is too fast blurs the details of the animation. A frame rate of 30 frames per second is the default setting for new Animate documents, which gives the best results on the web. Let's learn to select movie dimensions and speed for animation. Step 1. Click on Modify menu. Step 2. Click on Document or press Ctrl+J. The Document Settings dialog box appears. Step 3. Select the measuring unit, example pixels. Step 4. Drag the mouse left to decrease value of width and drag right to increase value of width for the movie in stage size. Step 5. Drag the mouse left to decrease value of height and drag it right to increase value of height for the movie in stage size. Step 6. Drag the mouse left to decrease number of frames per second and right to increase number of frames per second for the movie to play. Step 7. Click on OK. Adding frames. We can add frames and keyframes to add time to the animate movie. A frame is the empty frame along the timeline. A keyframe is the frame which has an animation in it, or where a new symbol appears in the timeline. It is used for critical points in the timeline where content changes. Keyframes are also used to mark the beginning or ending of an animation. We can add or remove frames to adjust timing accordingly. A keyframe is indicated on the timeline with a black circle. The frame where a keyframe span ends has a white rectangle. When we insert an object in that keyframe, the black circle changes to black dot. The frames between the two black dots become light gray. A blank keyframe can be added to the timeline as a placeholder for symbols we plan to add later, or to clearly leave the frame blank. Animate automatically removes all of our content from the stage at a blank keyframe to start fresh at a certain point on the timeline. We don't have to manually delete objects from the stage. Adding regular frame. Let's learn to add a regular frame. Step 1. Click an empty frame on the timeline to insert a new frame. Not shown. Step 2. Click on Insert menu. The Insert menu appears. Step 3. Click on Timeline. Step 4. Click on Frame to insert a frame, or press F5. Animate inserts regular frames between the last regular frame selected in Step 1. If we add a regular frame in the midst of existing regular frames, all the frames to the right of the insertion move over to make room for the new frame. Adding keyframe. Let's learn for adding keyframe. Step 1. Click on an empty frame or a regular frame on the timeline for placing a new keyframe. Step 2. Click on Insert menu. The Insert menu appears. Step 3. Click on Timeline. Step 4. Click on Keyframe. If the selected frame in Step 1 was a regular frame, Animate converts it to a keyframe. If the frame is an empty frame, Animate inserts regular frames in between the last keyframe up to the selected frame in Step 1. Fact GPT. To remove the keyframe, click and drag over the frames to remove. Animate highlights the selected frames. Right-click on any of the selected frames, then click on Remove Frames. Frame-by-frame animation. Frame-by-frame animation is also known as stop-motion animation. It is achieved by manipulating a physical object and making it appear to move on its own by shooting one frame, manipulating the object, then shooting another frame, and so on. We can create the illusion of movement in an animation movie by changing the placement of the stage content from keyframe to keyframe. Adding background in the layer. The first keyframe is selected in the layer by default when we start Adobe Animate. Let's learn to add background in the layer. Step 1. Double-click on the layer and rename it as Jungle Scene. Step 2. Click on the keyframe of Jungle Scene layer. Step 3. Create a scene using the tools or import an image on the stage. Import dialog box appears. Select the file and click on Open. Step 4. Click on Frame on the timeline to select keyframe's location. Step 5. Click on Insert menu. Step 6. Click on Timeline. Step 7. Click on Keyframe. Animate creates our keyframe. Animate also creates frames between our keyframes. Adding content to first keyframe of new layer. Let's learn to add content in the first keyframe of new layer. Step 8. Insert a second layer and rename it as monkey. Step 9. Click on the keyframe of new monkey layer. Step 10. Place the object to animate on the stage. We can create a new object using Drawing tool. Adding the second keyframe. Let's learn to add the second keyframe. Step 11. Click on the next frame in the timeline to add a keyframe. Step 12. To add a keyframe, right-click on the frame and then select Insert Keyframe from the menu that appears. Animate inserts a keyframe that copies the content from the previous frame, moving the object slightly. Let's learn to move the object slightly. Step 13. Change the object slightly to animate. For example, move the object a bit on stage or change the appearance of the object. Adding the third keyframe. Let's learn to add the third keyframe. Step 14. Click on the next frame in the layer and add a keyframe. Animate copies the content from the previous frame. Step 15. Change the object slightly again. Step 16. Repeat steps 14 and 15 until we finish moving the object. Playing back the movie. Let's learn to play back the movie. Step 17. Click on the first keyframe in the layer and press Enter key. Adobe Animate plays the entire movie. The project is now completed to play and replay. Recapitulate. Layers are the key components to work with graphic objects and animation.
Objects can be drawn and edited on one layer without affecting objects on another layer. To expand and collapse a folder, click the triangle to the left of the folder name.
We can select, rename, delete, lock or hide a layer quickly from the timeline. Mask layers contain objects used as masks to hide selected portions of layers below them. A symbol is an object in Animate. When we drag a symbol from the library to the stage, we create an instance. Animation feature is the most exciting aspect of Adobe Animate. A keyframe is indicated on the timeline with a black circle. Frame-by-frame animation is also known as stop-motion animation. Gloss GPT. Pixels, a graphic which is composed of many tiny parts. Mask, a stencil or paper cutout where we can see what is behind it through the hole. Instance, dragging a symbol from the library to the stage. Keyframe,
a frame which has an animation in it or where a new symbol appears in the timeline.